The culture of Japan is a result of a historical process that began with the waves of immigration from the Asian continent and the islands of the Pacific Ocean, followed by a strong cultural influences from China. In Japan, personal relationships are highly influenced by the ideas of duty, honor, and obligation, a group known as Giri, and which represents a different custom from the individualistic culture of Western nations. Japan has many extraordinary places, and today I will tell you a little about them. Mount Fuji, active volcano 3,776 meters high, the highest point in the country. It is in the center of Japan, 120 kilometers from Tokyo, its capital. The full name of the mount is Fujisan Fu Weld Jisumarai Saint Mountain. It was initially a training place for these warriors of ancient Japan. Now it is an area of military bases at the foot of the mountain. The tourist staff has excursion to ascend on foot or by vehicle, but this only got up to the 5 station at 200-300 meters. Although the ideal is to reach the top, if you don't something that happens with many tourists, you can still visit sanctuaries along the way. Fushimi Inari Shrine, Kyoto. Another emblematic place is the Fushimi Inari Shrine in Kyoto, which is to pay tribute to Inari, the god of rice. Its most attractive feature is its thousands of torii, the traditional Japanese arch that separates the profane from the sacred. They usually have red or vermilion tones. The torii are donated by merchants with their names or the name of their business, so that Inari grants them a bonanza. The road through this exceeds 4 kilometers, so you must bring water to eat it. The sanctuary surpassed 2 million visits in 2017 alone. Shirakawa-go. Shirakawa-go Village is a magical place in Japan, noted being UNESCO declared a World Heritage Site in 1995. Surrounded by beautiful mountains and with a river running through it, it is known for its Gasho-zukuri style houses, thatched roof residents built to withstand the weight of snow during the intense winter. Spending a few days in the corner of Japan to the west of Tokyo will allow you to disconnect from the typical hustle and bustle of the city, while you rest and relate the nature and the culture of the village. Osaka Castle is a symbol of power and history of the city. Its 2 hectares of green areas serve to walk, play sports, exercise, and relax away from the hustle and bustle of the city. Built in 1583 by the powerful General Toyotomi Hideyoshi, it was demolished and rebuilt after several wars until it gained a very modern look and features. The main tower of the castle has 13 floors. Inside you can find museums and convention hall, a space dedicated to the Lord of War, Toyotomi Hideyoshi. In the surrounding areas there are tea houses, stadiums, and souvenir shops. Shibuya Crossing in Tokyo. Shibuya Crossings joins the most popular sites in Japan with a daily trip of 3 million people. The famous pedestrian crossing has a synchronized stop system in all directions, so that vehicles stop and allow the transit of up to 3,000 people at the same time, a showward saying. This point of Tokyo is a fundamental commercial area of the city economy, with stores of exclusive brands from the country and the world. Its nights are divine inside due to its various and immense advertising screens which from the building illuminate the four corners. Tusumago. Tusumago is one of the towns that preserves its essence of the time. You will not see electrical wiring in public places or vehicles traveling through its main streets. During the Edo period, it was an obligatory stop on the route of the Knights and Kyoto-Tokyo trade. But the end of the era and modernity ended its prosperity because it ceased to be a walking route. Despite this, its people invested in the restoring of its roads and buried houses. To note, earn a title of tourist town with museums, cobbled streets, and craft sales. Visiting Sumago is the closest thing to taking a trip to the past.